This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Eric Morton of WDWNT.com. Please do me a favor, like this video, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. I'll make sure you never miss the latest from Disney theme parks around the world. We do this news show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for all the news about Disney theme parks around the world and Disney Cruise Line. Here is the news for November 24th, 2025. First of all, you've probably seen us talking about these wait time displays over the last several weeks. There we go. The ones that bring the resort experience into your home with real-time ride wait times, your own resort channel, fireworks shows, and much, much more. Well, the folks over at waitsigns.com have just released their brand new product for the holiday season. We're thrilled to be announcing it right here on our channel, introducing Wait Time TV. There it is. Now you can take everything we already love about the desktop display, bring it to your big screen, literally turning your TV into resort TV. Simply connect the Wait Time TV media player to your TV with the included HDMI cable. Think of it like an Apple TV or a Roku device, and watch your big screen instantly turn into your very own resort TV experience. Imagine your TV welcoming you home with a personalized greeting, just like checking into your resort for the first time. Enjoy your own resort channel displaying actual park hours. Check real-time wait times in all 6 parks in the U.S. View a custom vacation countdown fireworks show. Even a live terrace view of the Orlando skyline, complete with nightly Magic Kingdom and Epcot fireworks. And the best part is that the Wait Time TV is fully optimized for a high-resolution viewing experience, including the brand new VIP package. Go beyond the terrace skyline with close-up views of the Magic Kingdom fireworks, live-streamed into your home every single night in high definition. Next, the magical multi-view experience just got even bigger. You can now watch up to 4 theme park live streamers at the same time on one screen. Hop on a ride in one park while enjoying parades and fireworks shows in the others. Multi-screen viewing isn't just for football fans anymore. It's like NFL Red Zone, but for Disney adults. Finally, the live piano bar request show. Performers you already know and love from the parks, including our very own Piano Rob, are now performing live in your home, taking your song requests in real time, all looking and sounding incredible on your home system. If you're interested in this, we have a link in the description. You go to waitsigns.com. and use the code NEWS15, you'll get 15% off of your order. And I know I don't want to just keep interrupting you with ads before we even get to the news, but this is important. Every year since 2008, WDW News Today has hosted a charity drive at the end of November to raise money for the Toys for Tots Foundation. Toys for Tots is administered by the U.S. Marine Reserve as a former active duty Marine. That's a little close to my heart, too. To date, we have raised over $200,000 for this amazing organization with donations through our website and those made during our annual live program during the holiday season. This year, we are once again asking you to be part of this holiday tradition where we continue Walt Disney's dream and try to make a difference in the lives of those less fortunate. Over 60 years ago, Walt Disney became one of the original sponsors of the Toys for Tots Foundation, which ensures that every underprivileged child receives a toy during the holiday season. Walt and his animators personally designed the original Toys for Tots train logo that is still used today, and the first poster created for Toys for Tots as well. In this spirit, WDW News Today is putting on a 50-hour live broadcast to raise money for Toys for Tots. Head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. That way you'll get the notification when the event goes live. We hope you will join us beginning at 9 p.m. on Friday, November 28th. Let's go over a brief schedule, shall we? It's on your screen. I'm told I'm supposed to read the whole thing, so here we go. Keep your fingers crossed that I can finish this. All times are Eastern, by the way. All right, on Friday at 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. is WDW News Tonight with Tom Corliss and Nicholas Cicero, the Internet's only comedy show about Disney theme parks. Join us as we play The Price is Right game and more from this program, usually presented on our WDWNT.TV YouTube channel. 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. is free WDW News Tonight WIGS post show, so you get a taste of what our WIGS members get. Saturday, then, at 12 a.m. To 2 a.m., Tom and Rosanna's London trip report. Join Tom and Rosanna as they talk about their 2 days in London. From 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., Late Night Fortnite. Katie, Nick, and Billy will go through the new Disneyland Game Rush game mode in Fortnite. 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. is Dreamlight Valley. Katie will show off her personal Disney Dreamlight Valley while going through the story from a very early starting point. 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., The D Show. Join Billy and Katie while they play a Disney trivia game called The D Show. 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., Shannon's Dad's Christmas Village, a tour through a magical Christmas village, all created by Shannon, one of our writers. Her dad creates this. From 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., Buc-ee's Road Trip. Take a road trip with Nana and Wendy to Buc-ee's. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., Disney Decades, the kickoff of the Disney Decades game show. Come play along with Nick. And then 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., Jason and Jill. Jason and Jill will be joining remotely for some holiday cheer. 1 to 2, Boxed In. Join Eric and Nick as they go through some of the auction items that are available in the Sunday charity auction. Usually, I do that show with Jill. Obviously, Jill's out of town. You can actually start looking at those auction items. I don't know if everything is up just yet, but it's pretty close. But now at auction.wwnt.com. And you can follow that. When we actually get to live auction, by the way, you'll want to follow on that website because there is a delay on YouTube. There's less delay in the auction site. So if you want to have quick fingers to win those items, you want to follow on that site. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., live from Disneyland with Eden. Join Eden as she goes around Disneyland Park. You can donate and determine what rides she goes on and even treats to try. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., cooking with Nick. Nick goes and creates a magical dish from some wonderful cookbooks. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., planning a park day with kids. Join Sabrina and her kids while they plan a perfect park day for a kid. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., Tom and Rosanna's Tokyo Haul. Tom and Rosanna will be unboxing their items from Rosanna's first trip to Tokyo Disney Resort. 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., the dating game. Here's the big one everyone's going to go crazy for. Our very own Nana is taking on the dating game, looking for her perfect match. If you feel like you might be a perfect match for Nana, come try to compete for her hand. We'll see. She's ready to mingle. 10 p.m. to 12 a.m., Nick's Rebel Hangar Bar. Join Nick as he makes drinks from the temporary Rebel Hangar Bar we talked about we'll talk about tomorrow on the podcast. So you'll learn a little bit more about the Rebel Hangar Bar on the podcast tomorrow. Nick's going to make drinks from that bar. It was a real bar, a pop-up bar they had in Hollywood Studios. It was used to test for Oga's Cantina, basically. So on Sunday, November 30th at 12 a.m. to 2 a.m., overnight fun and games. Sabrina and her kids will be playing games, including a Disney's Robin Hood game. 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., Billy and Katie Power Hour. Join Billy and Katie as they play some Muppets board games and keep the party going. 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., The Joy of Painting with Billy. Join our very own Billy Bob Ross, as we call him, as he paints some happy trees for the Tots. Billy's a very talented artist, by the way. 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., holiday decorating. Sabrina and Nana will be decorating different holiday items to get us in the festive spirit. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., Tom's Tokyo Haul. Join Tom as he unboxes boxes that he has shipped from Tokyo on one of his last trips. They're probably just sitting in the lobby right now. Maybe I should open them ahead of time. I don't know. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., Eden's Disney Show ranking. Join Eden as she ranks different works from Disney Animation Studios, puts them in a tier list. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., Tom and Rosanna's Efteling trip. The long-awaited Efteling trip report will be discussed with Tom and Rosanna from their Europe trip. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., Drawing with Charlie. Donate to get Charlie to make drawings come to life live. Charlie, if you don't know, among other things, draws all of our magnets. A very talented artist. 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., the WWNT podcast. A topic to be determined. I think I know it's going to be, but I'll keep that under my hat. 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. is the live auction grand finale. Bid on over 300 Disney Parks items from around the world, with 100% of all proceeds going to the Toys for Tots Foundation. Bidding opens now at auction.wwnt.com, and we'll put the link in the description for the marathon. All right, you ready for news? Progress is well underway in the former Rivers of America and Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. We have some updated photos and a peek at Big Thunder Mountain progress as well. A mountain of dirt can now be seen over the construction walls in Magic Kingdom's Liberty Square and Frontierland. This is the former home to the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island. The mountain almost blends in with the peaks of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad as crew members and excavators work to create the foundations for what will be Piston Peak, the upcoming Cars-themed expansion of Frontierland. Closer to Big Thunder Mountain, our WWNT reporter got some better shots of the dirt work. Several pieces of equipment are present in the dry riverbed. Quick note, they have frosted the windows over in Columbia Harbor House. Don't try to go up there and look because they frosted the windows so you can't see. A little over 2 weeks after officially opening, Zootopia Better Zoogether's main animatronic is already down. Zootopia Better Zoogether officially opened to guests at Disney's Animal Kingdom on November 7th. On November 23rd, our reporter let us know that, Officer Clawhauser, the audio animatronic, plays a major role in the attraction, not functioning. That the character was in B mode. Instead of the animatronic character appearing inside the theater with guests, Clawhauser is on screen via a satellite drone. He is wearing the same gazelle outfit as his animatronic, in which he appears in Zootopia 2, and also appears in a production booth setting, so he can wreak havoc by triggering in-theater effects. The space where the animatronic appears was completely shadowed. We don't know what happened, although we could make out the items on the desk. When the show transitions into different segments, Clawhauser similarly flies onto the screen to engage with Nick and Judy as they conduct their investigation. You watch our video, of course, of the show operating in B mode with the spot where the animatronic would normally appear on the right. Clawhauser remains on screen for the final act of the show, in which Nick and Judy figure out who's behind the Together Days sabotage and make sure justice is served. Guests spotted an electrical fire on Monorail Silver near the Grand Floridian Resort on the morning of November 23rd. Walt Disney World Resort monorail system was shut down shortly afterward as firefighters and maintenance workers were seen near the stopped train. At around 12:40 p.m. Eastern Time, our reporter caught video of Monorail Silver being pushed back onto the track. As of about 4:25 p.m. yesterday, monorail service had resumed, although somewhat limited. They were still advising people to take the boat. As of now, it looks like everything is back and fully operational. Are you planning on celebrating Thanksgiving at Walt Disney World Resort this year? If so, you've got a selection of venues to choose from at both the resorts and the Magic Kingdom. Here's a quick list of restaurants that will have Thanksgiving service. Ale and Compass Restaurant at Disney's Yacht Club Resort, Garden Grill at Epcot, Hollywood and Vine at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Liberty Tree Tavern at Magic Kingdom, Olivia's Cafe at Disney's Old Key West Resort, Sanaa at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, Steakhouse 71, Disney's Contemporary Resort, the Diamond Horseshoe at Magic Kingdom, Whispering Canyon Cafe at Disney's Wilderness Lodge. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest Vacations and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. Head over to www.travel and their team will design your next magical vacation from Disney World and Disneyland to Disney Cruise Line to Adventures by Disney and more. The best part is their concierge services are 100% free, so book today. The mobile ordering option has been removed from the Disneyland app for 5 treat shops around a Disneyland resort. Disneyland Resort has 5 treat shops that specialize in candy and handmade specialty sweets. Candy Palace and Candy Kitchen, Pooh Corner, Trolley Treats, Bing Bong's Sweet Stuff, and Disney's Wonderful World of Sweets. As of November 21st, the mobile ordering option for all 5 treat shop locations has been removed from the Disneyland app. We do not know why this change is made, nor whether this is a temporary or permanent change. In the latest episode of We Call It Imagineering, Disney Research Imagineers revealed prototypes of aquatic robots, which open up a number of possibilities for the new Avatar-themed land on the horizon for Disney California Adventure. One prototype is directly inspired by the Ilu, aka Xiaolong or sirens, plesiosaur-like creatures that are heavily featured in Avatar: The Way of Water and also appear in the Disney's Animal Kingdom ride Flight of Passage. The prototype is essentially a radio-controlled underwater plane. They have motors that control their up and down rolling movements. Propulsion comes from a jet ski-like jet pump, which sucks in water and then shoots it out for thrust. The episode shows the planes swimming, diving, and leaping from the water. Though they are much smaller than their real-life Ilu would be, they still open the door for Ilu to potentially appear in the water-based Avatar land coming to Disney California Adventure. It will replace part of the Hollywood backlot area, including Monsters, Inc., Mike and Sully to the Rescue. Imagineers applied what they learned from their first prototype to a larger dolphin-like prototype. They're able to create up and down or side-to-side movement. The result is biomimicry with natural organic movement. The third prototype is a Hydra float. It has a plain base similar to the Ilu prototype, which remains in the water. A foam piece is held aloft, representing whatever character they might want to recreate. The episode showcases this float in the water with and without fins on its sides. A GPS and sensors give the device autonomy. Sports Bar and Lounge at Disney Village and Disneyland Paris reopened on November 22nd with a refreshed look and a new menu. We review everything and rate it on a scale of 1 to 7. You can watch the review here on our channel. It will be coming out probably later tonight. It might be tomorrow. It's ready. There's just a lot of stuff to release today, so it got backed up. But yeah, Tom is out there and he's trying everything. At a major press event on Monday, Disneyland Paris announced the much anticipated opening date for the World of Frozen Land, as well as when Walt Disney Studios Park will officially be rebranded as Disney Adventure World. World of Frozen and the rest of the Adventure Bay expansion will open on March 29th, 2026. We'll also debut a new nighttime spectacular, Disney Cascade of Lights. There's a lot of details about this. I'm going to go to our Paris correspondent, Tom Corliss, for more details. Tom?
Hello from nearby Disneyland Paris. Tom jumping in here to talk about what's going on with Disney Adventure World, the reimagining of Walt Disney Studios Paris. I just came from a several-hour-long media extravaganza where we actually got to walk through the construction site and see what's going on in this massive expansion, reimagining, whatever you'd like to call it, of the second gate here at Disneyland Paris. So let's talk about everything. Obviously, the main focus is World of Frozen. This will be the second full themed Frozen land in the world, not counting Fantasy Springs, which has a Frozen section, mind you. Of course, Hong Kong Disneyland opened theirs back in November of 2023, and now we know the opening date. World of Frozen will open here in Paris on March 29th, 2026. There will be pass holder previews. There will be other previews, of course, but official opening date will be March 29th, and that's when the park will become Disney Adventure World. We do have other things to talk about other than World of Frozen. Now, the World of Frozen land ostensibly is the one from Hong Kong with some minor changes. One minor change would be the whole right half of the land doesn't exist. So there is no Oaken Sliding Sleighs attraction, the roller coaster, the family coaster. There is no the Theater in the Woods is not a thing, so that experience doesn't exist. But Anna and Elsa will be in a physical meet and greet environment. This will be the one land where you can walk physically into the castle and meet them. So unlike Hong Kong, where the castle is just a showpiece, here you'll be able to go into it for a meet and greet experience and not a meal, which of course, as you know, the Tokyo Disney Sea, you do get to go in that castle. It is a dining, Royal Banquet of Arendelle. It's a dining experience here. It's a meet and greet, similar to the Avengers meet and greet experience they opened here several years ago. It's going to be virtual queue, and then you come into a waiting room, which is the Royal Portrait Gallery, and then wait to be called, and then you are escorted to meet Anna and Elsa. I think will be quite popular, I would dare say. Next door to the Royal Encounter in Arendelle Castle will, of course, be Frozen Ever After. That will be a nearly identical attraction to what it is at Hong Kong Disneyland. Of course, that is an upgraded version of the Frozen ride that replaced Maelstrom, or it was an overlay of Maelstrom in Epcot's World Showcase. That's what they're doing here. You can watch a video of that version of Frozen right here on the channel if you're curious at all what this one is going to look like. Now, other differences, of course, as you know, in Frozen Ever After and in the Hong Kong land, they're celebrating the Summer Snow Day. Now, in a similar fashion, there is a celebration that ties the attraction and the land together. It is, again, mostly the same thing, but the name is different. It is the Snowflower Festival. So the snow representing Elsa, the sunflower representing Anna, but same basic premise. Now, as part of that, there will be a celebration in Arendelle. It's a 15-minute show presented several times a day for the Snowflower Festival, sorry. Elsa, Anna, Olaf, Kristoff, and the villagers will take part in the celebration aboard 3 majestic Viking longships developed by, I'm going to butcher this because it's a foreign language, and I heard them pronounce it earlier today, and I can't remember how they said it, but Quach Construction Naval, a renowned French shipbuilder from the Bordeaux region, that I know how to say. Boat decoration has been entrusted to artisans who have long collaborated with Disneyland Paris. And Kristoff's longship, for example, was painted by artisans from Prelude, a historic supplier based near Dijon. This participatory show will invite the audience to sing along with characters from Frozen to iconic songs from the franchise such as Let It Go or Show Yourself. Exclusively for World of Frozen at Disneyland Paris, Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez, the multi-award-winning songwriting duo, winners of the Oscar for Best Original Song for Let It Go, have composed new music especially for the show presented on the Bay. They are also behind other iconic songs from Frozen. Of course, they did most of them, which have streamed billions of times worldwide. So a very big deal that they're going to be doing that. Throughout the village streets, guests will also encounter other beloved characters such as Oaken. He will be wandering, in fact, the cheerful shopkeeper and owner of the shop. And Mossy. Mossy, of course, debuted at Hong Kong Disneyland. You're looking at a video of her from there. This is a wonderful, wonderful puppet that brings the troll characters to life. Of course, one thing that is coming to life like never before, you've probably already seen this, but it is Olaf. Living characters have been a thing at the Disney parks. The first the one to walk the streets was Lucky the Dinosaur back in the 2000s. Of course, there was the beloved Muppet Mobile Lab. There is the BDX droids, which have been at Star Wars lands around the world at this point, and Tomorrowlands around the world. This is the next step in that evolution. I highly recommend you go watch the newest episode, episode 7, yeah, 7, of We Call It Imagineering. It is my favorite episode they've done so far. It's 32 minutes of the R&D department. I'm going to gush for a minute because I believe Disney Research, the people in R&D for Walt Disney Imagineering, are the heart of what makes this company so special. Technology has always been a great big part of the magic of the Walt Disney Company, from Walt Disney to today. And you know, the difference between magic and new technology is the line is often blurred. And so here you have an Olaf character that is walking around in the mannerisms, the movements, everything down to the finest detail is Olaf from the movie walking out in real life and interacting with the characters and interacting with guests. I actually got to see this in person today. We were lucky enough to have it trotted out in front of us, and it is unbelievable. I was told the performers that worked with the Olaf animatronic the first time they practiced for today were in tears. And I could believe it. I mean, you know, if you have that connection to the Frozen films, to see a character from the film that means so much to you that you never imagined would truly come to life. It is one thing to meet, you know, the Olaf that we've met at Disney World. I don't know how best to put this, but you know, that's a great experience. Character experiences are great, but for Disney to be in the business now of making sure that the characters come to life as true to the version you know from the film is everything I think Walt Disney ever would have wanted. To see the characters as in the film walk out and you are with that character in real life. This is incredible. The figure, they have the ability, the arm comes off, the nose comes off, just like real Olaf, and he reacts to that, and he's incredible. He's absolutely incredible. This is one of my favorite things of the last several years, and it reasserts the faith in all of this, in what Walt Disney Imagineering can do, what the Walt Disney Company can do. And look, there have been questionable decisions like Muppet Vision, Rivers of America, things along those lines, which in the post-Bob Chapek world still raise some eyebrows. But there are things like this I see that lead me to believe we are in much better hands now than we were before. Is it perfect? Is it everything we want it to be? Not quite. But there are things like this where it undoubtedly is what we believe in as fans of this product, as fans of this company. And it thaws my frozen heart to see Disney R&D, Disney Research doing these things. It's incredible. I can't believe, in the video they revealed it only took them 3 months to bring Herbie from Fantastic Four from concept to completion because of the use of AI technology to train robots, because they can run the algorithm over and over and over again and learn from their mistakes and not fall over and react to things properly. They are able to bring these characters to life faster than ever. That is amazing. Herbie was, I don't think I've talked about this on any show. Herbie at Disneyland I was in tears. I just thought it was the cutest thing, and it really was him. And that's how I feel like Olaf is not my favorite character ever. Frozen's not my favorite movie ever. Neither is Fantastic Four, but I love Herbie. Herbie's my jam. And so to see him in real life, and he had every little detail and motion and movement of the real character, if that's the road we are heading down, then that is a very good road to be on. And I'm happy to be there right now. Some other quick hits from World of Frozen. The Golden Crocus Inn is the name of the counter service restaurant in Hong Kong. Here it will be called the Nordic Crowns Tavern. We don't have a look at that for you. We got to go in there. We weren't allowed to take photos, and they haven't revealed. Actually, they did reveal the menu. I'm sorry. This will be a first for in the parks at Disneyland Paris. This will be the first time you get to fully customize a dish, which is kind of a big deal at DLP. Anyone who's ever been to Casa de Coco and can tell you they can't modify the burrito because they're pre-made will tell you this is a big deal. In total, there will be 16 combinations available, a base consisting of mashed potatoes or quinoa, a protein like grilled salmon or Nordic meatballs, seasonal vegetables such as carrots or peas, and one of two sauces to top it all off, being a tangy cranberry or a creamy dill. The restaurant will also feature a wide range of frosty desserts, from a blue sorbet to vanilla ice cream with customizable toppings, a snowflake dessert, and a selection of Nordic pastries. Gluten-free options and vegan alternatives will also be available. I will say, traveling here with Rosanna, these 2 trips we've had in quick succession, she is vegan, of course, they have done a very good job of having things available to her. Not every restaurant, but I'd say 90% of them. I'm looking at you, Yacht Club. Otherwise, everyone's been really great. They always have options for her. And so to hear so many times in person today when they talked about the upcoming food menus, they talked about inclusivity for those with allergies, those who have a vegan preference, vegetarians, etc. And I think that's a wonderful thing because the food reputation here has been spotty through the years. Personally, I think there's a lot of good dining here. I think they get kind of a bad rap sometimes. Not every restaurant's, look, there's some rough ones, Hollywood Gardens. There's some rough ones, but there's also some places I absolutely adore going to and love the food at. So this sounds great, though. It's kind of like Nordic Satuli, and I'm on board. I don't want to spend too much time on the nitty gritty. There's lots of content at wwnt.com you could check out. We'll be uploading some videos here as well. But real quick, I want to mention that they showed us all of the grand opening, or probably a majority of the grand opening line of merchandise, limited edition pins, statues, clothing, plush, and of course the interactive Runa baby troll doll or toy that will be available. You check out way more about those on the website or in videos to come here on the channel. Certainly we could talk about Adventure Way and Adventure Bay, the 7.5 acre lake that's going to be at the center. I walked around this today. It exists. It's here. And I have lots of little impressions I'm going to do, we have our marathon show coming up, our 50-hour Toys for Tots marathon. Currently on the schedule, this is not on there. I'm going to slot it in, though. I'm going to take an hour or two and talk about, it's going to be basically an honest review. We got to walk this park, and I want to talk about how I feel about it and everything we saw. There's not enough time here and now. But so stay tuned for that. We'll talk more in depth. But yes, there is the lake, the bay, Adventure Bay, and Adventure Way, the path that leads up to there. On the banks of Adventure Bay, the West Pavilion will provide a relaxing space inspired by early 20th century architecture, where guests can meet Mickey or Minnie dressed in their brand new Victorian outfits currently being crafted by cast members of the Disneyland Paris Costume Workshop. Shortly after the opening of Disney Adventure World, additional characters will join the lakeside fun, making this new space a place of enchantment both day and night. We got to talk about the new nighttime show. There are two things today I was most blown away with, and the preview, we didn't see anything real from the show other than a single drone, but we have got to talk about Disney Cascade of Lights because I think they've got a big winner on their hands here. But at nightfall, as Adventure Bay will fall into darkness, something extraordinary will awaken. Barges quietly gliding into position will set the stage for a brand new, never-before-seen nighttime spectacular, Disney Cascade of Lights. More than just a show, the spectacular is designed as an emotional journey, an invitation for every guest to believe in their own inner strength, to embrace wonder, and to feel the power of storytelling in a way only Disney can deliver. Designed as the grand finale to each day at Disney Adventure World, the show will deliver an unforgettable experience for guests of all ages, and designed in a 360-degree configuration with tiered viewing areas, it allows visitors to enjoy exceptional views from around the bay. Pushing the boundaries of innovation, the production will feature the world's first integration of revolutionary aquatic drone system along with next-generation aerial drones, creating breathtaking choreographies that unfold simultaneously across the sky and water. The new production will invite every guest to step into the story and embrace their own heroic journey, inspired by the courage and determination of stories including Disney Animation's Mulan, Hercules, Moana, and Zootopia, Pixar's Up, and those from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The show will combine immersive staging with cutting-edge effects to create an experience unique to Disneyland Paris, and guests will enjoy an unprecedented proximity to a wide range of elements, including water screens, choreographed fountains, large-scale projections, dynamic lighting, special effects, and pyrotechnics. And at its centerpiece, a world-exclusive ballet of 379 drones developed in collaboration with the official technology provider Dronesos will illuminate the sky and water with intricate formations and dazzling choreography. We got to talk about these drones. These are the first drones in the world, supposedly, built specifically for show. This is the first time. So these are custom built for this show. They will debut in this show. They are faster. They are lighter. They have more vivid color. They are a brand new thing. They float on the water. So if they they don't all make it through the show every time. They hit the water. They can easily pick them up, put them back in for the next show. This is the next evolution. I think it's also very cool to finally see water drones. This is something that Rivers of Light was supposed to have at Animal Kingdom, and the technology, Disney couldn't get it to work. But Dronesos has been, I mean, they've been the ones here at Disneyland Paris making this all happen, from the 30th anniversary through to Electrical Sky Parade to the current nighttime show, and even the Marvel drone show that was at Walt Disney Studios Park. They have made it all happen. They are masters of this, and I cannot wait to see for real what they're doing. We got to see a VR representation. We put on headsets and watched a little bit of the show, and it really feels like what Luminous at Epcot is supposed to be. The same thing, but with water projections, with drones on the water and in the sky. It's a pretty exciting thing. I'm cautiously optimistic about this show. I can't wait to see it. Real quick, we also got our first look inside physically. The Rapunzel Tangled Spin, that's Rapunzel here in France. This is the teacup style ride that will celebrate the Rapunzel, the Tangled film. And it is on Adventure Way, so you're looking at a little bit of that now, but just a simple little teacup ride. Another flat ride in a park that feels like it has too many of them, but neither here nor there. I think it's up there. Europa Park might have the most flat rides of any theme park in the world, I think. Disney Adventure World feels like it might be a close second. I haven't calculated that at all, but it's in the conversation for sure. Next, I want to talk about, along Adventure Ways, the Regal View Restaurant and Lounge. We got a full tour of this today. It is one of the most beautiful, magnificent interiors I have ever seen, and the view across Adventure Bay with World of Frozen. This is a big statement for what this park is eventually going to be. Look, there's a lot of empty land still, and a long way to go, I think, even after this opening next year, but you can see the vision, and this is a big part of it. This elegant venue will welcome guests for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in a refined atmosphere, decorated with embroidered drapes, floral tapestries, delicate wood moldings, and impressive murals illustrating the princesses such as Snow White, Tiana, Moana, and more. Guests of all ages will also have the chance to meet some princesses such as Belle, Merida, Jasmine, Aurora, Mulan, and Ariel to share unforgettable moments, and some princesses such as Aurora or Ariel will be wearing stunning, never-before-seen looks at Disneyland Paris. Every detail has been meticulously designed by Imagineers, such as the ornamental plates reflecting the world of each princess. These were handcrafted by Royal Delft, the renowned Dutch porcelain manufacturer and official supplier to the Dutch royal family. Meanwhile, the Regal View Lounge, the very first bar located inside either of the two Disneyland Paris parks, will offer guests a relaxing break in a bright space adorned with royal blue hues. An elegant wooden bar with golden accents will anchor the room, surrounded by paintings and illustrations honoring the beloved animal companions of the princesses such as Heihei, Pascal, and Mushu, and guests can sip a signature cocktail or explore a variety of drinks inspired by the princesses' personalities, all while enjoying breathtaking views of the lake and World of Frozen, accompanied by piano renditions of Disney classics. It's a magnificent space. Magnificent space. Cannot wait. This might be the thing I'm most excited for. Makes me sound pretty lame. I'm like, young me is like, no, the rides. The old me is like, oh, the lounge with the exquisite views and cocktails. And the interior is just magnificent, dripping with money. They spent, it's very clear a lot of money was spent on this space, and it makes me very happy. Meanwhile, at Disney Adventure World, guests will embark on a culinary journey of creativity, innovation, and discovery with 14 food and beverage locations along Adventure Way that will showcase new and exclusive offerings at Disneyland Paris. La Terrace Panoramique will invite guests to enjoy bread bowls, New York rolls, and a selection of hot beverages. Cafe Luminosity will debut an original hot dog concept with 4 signature recipes, complemented by sweet treats like cinnamon rolls. And to round out the experience, there are 3 kiosks, 5 chalets, and several mobile carts that will line the area, offering a diverse line of creations such as filled brioche rolls, stuffed potato waffles, and whimsical Disney princess-inspired desserts. Man, this park needs food options so bad, and they have heard you loud and clear. They're coming. Adventure Way will also feature themed gardens celebrating some of Disney and Pixar's most beloved stories, blending nature and poetry. Guests of all ages can stroll through charming landscaped areas such as the Tangled Garden or the Toy Story Garden, the latter adorned with 2 monumental statues of Woody and Jessie. Trees and shrubs carefully trimmed into toy shapes will create playful scenery, naturally leading to Toy Story Playland. That's new entrance for that land. At the Gazebo Garden, guests will enjoy peaceful moments in an English-style setting, complete with bronze statues honoring Disney animation films inspired by classic British stories such as Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan, and 101 Dalmatians. Throughout the year, the garden will come alive with music. Rapunzel and Flynn's musical encounter in the spring, Mary Poppins and the Pearly Band in the summer, Miguel's Fiesta Latina in the fall, and starting November 2026, character greetings with other Disney icons. The Disney Marching Band, a lively marching band led by Minnie Mouse and her 12 musicians on percussion and brass, will parade down Adventure Way, delighting guests with pop and modern renditions of Disney, Pixar, and Marvel songs, adding a festive touch to an already magical promenade, says Disney. Upon entering Adventure Way, guests will be welcomed by a brand new musical score composed especially for the promenade. This original 40-minute theme, recorded by the legendary Abbey Road Studios, will offer guests a truly magical interlude at the heart of Disney Adventure World. I will tell you, they hired a renowned French composer to do this. I don't have the name in front of me, but these are the things that make the difference for me. Original soundtrack for a park, a theme song for a park. It's kind of a throwback and just one of those things that always should be. It's pretty exciting. And of course, there is more to come. The Lion King attraction down the road, and as well the Up Wave Swinger ride as well, and so much more you can read at WDWNT.com. I don't want to take up I've taken up a ton of time, but man, there's just so much to talk about. And yes, I am wearing, this is a high-vis vest. It says, turn enough to see it? I don't know. Oh, it's going to track me, so no. But Disney Adventure World, can you see it? I don't know. There it is. I don't know if that worked or not. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. I will be back to host the news on, what's today, Monday? Wednesday. I'll be back to host the news Wednesday. I'll see you all then. Let's send it back to Eric in the studio. Bye from Disney Adventure World and Disneyland Paris.
ESPN has shared the full performance of Mickey Mouse, creating real-life Philhar magic with the Bellagio fountains as part of the Formula One Las Vegas Grand Prix. ESPN shared the 3-minute performance on its X account. The caption reads, "Unreal. Mickey Mouse led the Bellagio fountain show. Mickey, dressed in a sequined black tuxedo jacket, yellow bow tie, and shiny red pants, conducted the performance from a platform in the water in front of the fountain. The performance started as an homage to The Sorcerer's Apprentice with music from the famous Fantasia segment as Mickey shot magic fireworks from his gloved hands. Throughout the performance, we see aerial shots of the Bellagio fountains forming hidden Mickeys, different Mickey designs covering the Las Vegas sphere, and towards the end, drones creating an F1 car in the sky." How did McLaren get 2 cars disqualified yesterday? I'll never understand. All right. For the absolute latest on these stories and all those that didn't make it on today's show, be sure to check WDWNT.com. Follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. A special shout out to all the WIGS members watching who make this show happen each and every week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Eric Morton saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.